morning, friends. Happy Thursday, August 24th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card, it's always for you. The second card, always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or loved one. And the third card is always something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. Okay. All right, friends. So are you ready? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, before I even read it, the first card is a little heavy. Just remember, it is Mercury retrograde and it is Venus retrograde. So right now we are all about as if you have seen anything out on socials, it's all about the Re's. Okay. So reflection is the big one. It's all about just going back and looking at things and processing them and making sure we're still doing things that serve us. Okay. All right. And so the cards today said, you know what? We're going to make sure that you do that. All right. So the card for you today, which means it's also the card for me, is East. And East is a message from God Universe that we are supposed to evaluate, reflect. I hear reflect there. Evaluate our systems, our processes, our procedures, the way we handle things. That's what we're supposed to be evaluating. And of those things, what no longer serves us? What way of responding no longer serves us? Here comes that communication, Mercury. Okay, so what of those pieces no longer serve us? And more than likely, it has to do with our relationships, Venus retrograde. And so really, honestly, this is really important. Very, very, very important. Okay, so this reflection is really serious. And universe says, yeah, it is. We're supposed to slow down. That's good. We don't have to stop. We can just kind of slow down and become more aware. It is a toll. So there is something that we're doing, some way that we're responding that no longer serves, that we really do need to get rid of, because at some point it's going to become a new hurdle. That's what I'm thinking. Like if we don't get rid of this thing that no longer serves, this process or procedure or even system, then it's going to become a hurdle. It's about the future and it's immediate change. And then, of course, there's feeling. So there's some kind of feeling tied to it. Like more than likely, it's something that you have been taught from since you were born. And it's something you were just trained. It was ingrained in you. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, wow. Like you become a little more awake and aware. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, wow. You know, they meant well when they taught me that philosophy or that system or that way to do this. But wow, that is really hindering me now. How can I change that? All right. And there's feeling tied to it because, you know, if someone else taught it to us and we've learned it all this time, you know, there might be feelings of guilt. There might be feelings of sadness. There might be feelings of anger, confusion. All right. So it could be heavy stuff to lift. But the thing is what we have to remember is that those were systems and procedures and things that fit them and fit us way back then in that time. And so those were things that they needed. Those were the things that kept them safe in that time period. And now we're in this new time period and we need different things because we shouldn't have to be as worried about being safe, although unfortunately we are. So we have to find that balance. And East is trying to let us know that right now, I think we're way too focused on fear-based systems and we need to be more focused on love-based systems. Hello, Venus. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get off this soapbox and go to another one because I could beat this one the whole reading. Okay. East is one of those cards that's not my favorite. And it's one of those that it's like, man, I really didn't want to put this on the deck, but it's necessary because we need these reminders. We have to occasionally break down old systems and build up new ones. All right. Are you ready for the message for someone else today? Please remember, someone else is a stranger, a friend, a loved one. And because you are my friend and I am your friend, then we are also someone else. All right, ready? Dust. Universe says, don't, like, seriously. Not only did we need to get up and dust ourselves off and go start doing stuff the other day, but now we need to make sure that we spread that message and we share that with other people. Friends, it's time to get up. It's time to dust ourselves off. It's time to get out from behind our computers. It's time to get out from behind our Zoom lenses. It is time to go and mingle with other human beings. It is time to go out there and be a little uncomfortable. It is time to go out there and make new systems. Okay? So we have to dust ourselves off. I want you to also know that when I turned this card over, my radio was changing songs and Dust in the Wind came on. Just saying, dust in the wind. Okay. It is a stop. Well, we were already slowed down, so why not? Let's stop. Stop what we're doing. And it is a dirt road. Okay. So our friend and us, we all need to remember that life is a journey. And we need to remember this is all about the future as well as immediate change. Love it. Future and immediate change. And look at this, more emotion. This is going to be a process emotion day, friend. Okay, I don't have time for that, universe. So can we do like happy emotions? I got a busy day. All right. So dust yourself off. Get out there, live your life. That is the purpose. The purpose of life is not to make a bunch of money. No, the purpose of life is to live. Now, if you need money to be able to go do the living, all right, but make sure you balance it. Okay. It's not all about this. At some point, you might find that you're living too much for this, and that becomes greed. That's not living. Okay. All right. So dust. We need to dust ourselves off. Our friend needs to dust themselves off. Love it. Okay. Because we need new systems, man. All right. The remember or watch for today. The remember or watch for. And like at first I was like, why this card? Like we never get this card. Why this card? And as I was doing the other cards, I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So the remember or watch for today, often an opportunity, is aura. Aura is all about us shining our light and us just being strong and just shining our light for other people. Like not letting the chaos get in our way, just going out there with balance and not having anxiety, even though you have a busy day and you've got all kinds of craziness and there's all this new stuff coming your way. You're like, nope, my aura is intact. I am balanced. I am not going to get overly excited. I am also not going to get anxious. I'm not going to get nervous. I am just going to go into the moment and I am just going to, what is that? Live. I'm going to dust myself off and I'm just going to live. And when I do that, you know what's going to happen? My light is going to shine for others. I just have to tap into that balance. So aura is balance. Find that balance today. Don't go out there and go wackadoodle crazy living that life. Have the balance because you're looking for those new systems. Remember, like you can't sustain wackadoodle crazy. You got to find that balance. It's a green go and it's of course, a blue waterway. So this one is we don't have to change what we're doing. We just have to go with the flow and have some balance. Like I know I actually have balance in my crazy day. I scheduled it that way on purpose. So it is all about future and immediate change. Today has been all about future or immediate change. Some of us, we're just moving ahead to the future. Some of us, we need to make some immediate changes. All of us have to do something with a system, whether it's a little change or a big change. This one, friend, is air. So this one is about communication, maybe journaling this information, journaling about East, maybe communicating with someone. It's about relationships. So maybe that system that no longer serves you is a relationship. It could be your, like, how you process. Maybe you want to change how you do that. Maybe the way you used to do it no longer serves you. It's also about learning. Okay. So the more we strengthen that inner light, learning gives us that ability to strengthen our inner light. And so the more we strengthen that, the more we shine, the better we are. Like, life is good. We're balanced aura. Okay. So we may have a challenge of looking at systems and trying to see what no longer serves us, but it's going to allow us to live life, and we will have balance. Like, we are grounded enough that we've got this. So thanks, universe. Thanks for reminding us that we've got this. We've got this. You know what? You've got this. I've got this. She's got this. He's got this. We've all got this. All right. So it is Thursday. We're on the downhill slide of the week again. Go out there with kindness, do nice things for other people, because we don't know what others are going through. I love you, friend. Mwah. See you tomorrow. Bye.